Playboi Carti has gained a reputation for being one of the most unique artists in the rap game, pushing boundaries with each of his albums and always wanting to bring new sounds to the industry. But nothing comes close to the time Playboi Carti created his own language. As perhaps the only rapper to achieve such a feat, this is how the artist invented Cartinese. Coming up during the SoundCloud era of rap music, Playboi Carti was often classified as a mumble rapper, and you could certainly see where the label came from. Within Carti's first two projects, there were a lot of verses that defied what rap typically sounds like. However, the artist didn't care for the term and actually acknowledged it and used it to his advantage, because why fix what's not broken? Whilst Carti used to be completely normal and easy to comprehend, especially in interviews.
I used to be a hoop star, I had hoop dreams. I was young AI and didn't go to practice. That was the time when I was really ducking.
The further on we get into Playboi Carti's career, the less you can understand him. As he combined his mumbled flow with his baby voice, the content of Playboi Carti's music became harder and harder to interpret. But it didn't make the music any less enjoyable. How he sounds in real life today is still mostly a mystery though, as the artist now stays away from interviews, and on the rare occasion he's seen on camera, he's only producing 1 or 2 words.
How you doing, bro? You alright? Nice to officially meet you. For 2 hours, this is the camera right here. They're waiting for you for 2 hours, bro. They love you so much, bro, and they feel amazing you're here now.
I love you.
It's amazing that he's here.
I love you.
The actual first time Cartinese was given its name was on the song Earfquake, where Playboi Carti featured on Tyler the Creator's critically acclaimed album Igor, though the foundations had been set long before this verse. Cartinese was more than just how Carti sounded, it could be found on his social media pages too, where the artist would use all sorts of punctuation and capitalize letters to get his point across. At least back then, the artist would attempt to communicate with his fan base. Carti's dedication to his aesthetic is unmatched, as even on a tweet to pay respects to the passing of MF Doom, Carti stuck to his own way of typing. But why did the term and language get so popular? Well, the song Earfquake, and in particular Carti's verse, would end up going viral due to how ridiculous the artist sounded. To this day, I don't believe anyone knows what Carti was saying in the studio. In fact, I don't think Carti himself knows the actual lyrics to his verse. That being said, whilst Carti's verse went viral due to people making fun of him, the song was an absolutely massive hit. As of today, it's racked up nearly 1 billion streams on Spotify alone and has officially been certified 5 times platinum. If there is one song that solidified Carti's spot in the mainstream, it's this one. Even Tyler the Creator acknowledged the fact that Carti wasn't speaking English on the track, reinforcing the fact that Carti is all about the energy and feeling of his music rather than the content, which is why the artist is so popular.
Playboi Carti has a line where he says, bought my mom a house off this mumbling shit. And I always get teared up when he says that, cause this thing that's a hobby or a pastime or a passion for us, and it allowed us to change our family lives, our friends' lives, our lives.
Although it started out as a meme, the term Cartinese developed into a real thing, as within journal articles, companies like XXL would use the term when referring to Playboi Carti. I mean, the language he created was absolutely everywhere. You could find translators online, where you can make your own phrases in Cartinese. There was YouTube videos translating everything Playboi Carti was saying.
In today's lesson, we'll be reviewing and deciphering the meaning of certain Cartinese phrases and anecdotes. For those of you unfamiliar with Cartinese, in essence, it is a blessed and ancient language utilized and popularized by hip-hop quote-unquote rapper Playboi Carti.
You could even purchase merch that stated you were fluent in the artist's language. This unique style plays into why Playboi Carti is so popular. The more you listen to the artist, the easier it is for you to understand him, giving his fans a sense of accomplishment and knowledge that they think separates them from the average music listener. Quirks like these are perhaps why Carti has been able to achieve such a massive cult-like following. Whilst The Whole Lot of Red We Got is a modern day classic, it's common knowledge that the album underwent multiple changes before its eventual release. Leaks surfaced from the previous versions of the projects, and a lot of them featured Carti's baby voice and Cartinese. With the leak of Pissy Pamper once again going viral, even reaching #1 on Spotify's Viral 50 playlist without actually being released. Which is something that only Playboi Carti could achieve. All of this comes as no surprise, as some of Carti's most popular leaks have been when the artist utilises the high-pitched, mumbled sound. Whilst the released Whole Lot of Red features a lot less of his language than originally intended, you can still find several verses where you can barely understand what he's saying. Even in this day and age, with all his change and evolution, Playboi Carti still uses his own language, which has listeners struggling to understand what he's actually saying. In fact, in the singles he's released leading up to his new album, if there even is one, it looks like it's made more of a return than during his Whole Lot of Red era. The most notable song where you can hear Carti's language make a return is on his collaboration with Camila Cabello. On the song I Love It, Carti produces a verse that once again went viral for being completely unintelligible. Funnily enough, the lead singer even acknowledges the term Cartinese during her Genius interview for the song.
We're actually playing a lot of Playboi Carti, and I feel like he represents like unself-conscious creative freedom. I have always been so obsessed with synths and, you know, A Whole Lot of Red, and like a lot of his music is very synth driven. So he was very musically resonant with me. A lot of people don't know what he's saying. I'm like, I do know what he's saying. I personally speak Cartinese, so I'm gonna give it my best shot. All this Novocaine got me numb to the drugs now. Gonna find out. Told you I got all the I'm out of control. That is my estimate of what he's saying. It's up to everybody's interpretation, but that's what I'm.
Essentially, Playboi Carti has managed to perfect the saying, "It's not what you say, it's how you say it," as the artist managed to flip the mumble rapper allegations into something that brings him more publicity, although I'm not sure how much of it actually had to do with him. Popularizing this style of music completely changed how rappers sounded over the past few years, more and more artists being influenced by the mysterious rapper. Playboi Carti makes music that no one else can recreate, mainly because nobody can actually understand him, but this factor sets him apart from other artists and is a reason as to why he is so popular to this day, even if he does constantly lie to his fans.